Here we go again.
Now I've got the first layer of primer on, and it's not looking too bad actually. I mean, obviously first layer of primer, not complete full coverage, which is really the way that it's done, to be fair, as we all know. So yes, it is looking a little bit blotchy in some places, but as I say, that's because it hasn't got a full layer on, or full coverage. But it's not looking too bad. The seams that I was thinking that was going to give me some problems are these, the big seam around there. No, there's no issues, which is quite good actually, to be fair. A bit of a surprise that there's no issues down that huge stonking great big seam. The only place that we do have a few little issues is around these areas here where we've where we read the sensors, etc. So there's a few little issues, niggly little issues down there, and just sort of around these two areas here where you've got the two parts that the upper and the saucer section meet. So I just need to go over those again with a little bit more putty and get those sorted out. And there's on the back of the pylons as well, there's a little bit of work that needs to be done. But other than that, actually, to be fair, not too bad at all. What I'll need to do once this has been done is just get some really fine wet and dry sandpaper out and just give it a little going over. Just to smooth everything out a little bit before we go on to the next, or the final layer of primer actually, to be fair. And I also need to double check for light leaks again, just to make sure that we've got them all sorted out before we move on. But yeah, not looking too bad. Happy with the way that that's actually gone down on there, to be fair. And quite surprised that we don't have as many seam issues as we did on the last one of these that I built. So that's always good news too. So yeah, I'm going to just get those few little bits sorted out and then get the second layer of primer on, and then we'll call it done from there. And then we'll just let the whole thing dry up properly before we do any of the main painting on this wee beastie of mine. So I will come back to you once we got some more work done to this. Well, I've finally got two coats of paint on the Voyager now, the Tamiya Surface Primer, and it's looking quite good actually. All of the seam work has been taken care of, can't see any more seams on the ship, to be fair, so quite happy with that. I'm just going to let it sit to one side for a couple of days just to let the paint gas off and harden up, really, to be fair, before we start doing anything else. The still needs to have obviously the primary colour put down on this, and then once the primary colour is put down, we can then do all of the secondary colours, which is going to involve a lot of masking. So as I said, I'd rather really let this dry off and let the paint harden up for a couple of days before we do anything else to it. So I think I'm going to call this video quits here. I don't know how long it's going to be, to be fair, but we'll just call it quits here. And we'll catch up with you in update 14, I think it is. No, 15, I think. Blimey. I think the last one was finished by now. Gee. Okay, well that's going to be about it, and I will see you all in part 15. So as always, thanks for watching, and please do take care.